Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mekalae here. And today I'm sharing yet another one of my hair care routines. I've mentioned quite a few times on here, but I've never really made a video in detail about it. Quite a few people ask me if I still press my hair every month, and I usually say, well, yes, but kind of no, because a lot of times I skip months and I do different hairstyles. So I figured, why not take you guys through one of my routines where I don't straighten my hair. I also tried to do this blowout curl look for the first time, so stay tuned for that if you also want to see that towards the end of the video. But enough yapping, let's get straight into the video. So this is the current real and raw state of my hair. This is an old flexi rod set that I made zero effort to preserve, which is why it looks like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and detangle it, and detangling your hair is actually one of the most important steps. Well, properly detangling your hair is one of the most important steps for length retention. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. The first thing I'm going to do is I want to take my spray bottle and just dampen my hair a little bit, just so I'm not just combing through dry tangled hair. And then I'm gonna go in with my dynamic duo, which is the Amika Hydro Rush Intense Leave-In Conditioner and then the Wizard Detangling Primers. I want to go in and spray the entire length of my hair, and then I'm going to follow it up with the Wizard Detangling Primer, and I'm concentrating it a lot on my ends because that's the oldest part of my hair and also the weakest part of my hair, especially since I straighten my hair so often. So now I'm going to start actually combing through my hair with the wide tooth comb. This is the wide tooth comb that I use. It's the Cécred wide tooth comb, and I really like it a lot because the teeth are so long and it's also not that wide, because sometimes when wide tooth combs are a little bit too wide, it doesn't really get through the tangles effectively. Okay, so now I have my hair prepped to be washed. This is how much hair I lost, which I mean, it's not really that much, but anyways, now I'm about to go on and wash my hair. Okay, hey guys, so I'm back from war. Just kidding. I'm back from washing my hair now. I'm gonna go ahead and start blow drying my hair. I want to start putting less heat on my hair, so I want to try like a faux blowout look, but I don't know how to curl my hair. I think that I can figure it out though. We're probably gonna try that tomorrow. I'm not gonna do it today because I already washed and treated my hair and deep conditioned it and detoxed it. It's just too much to do all in one day for me, and I don't have to get it done today, so I'm just not. I have my hair damp right now. I actually like to towel dry my hair and let it sit for a little minute before I go ahead and blow dry it, so that it's not soaking wet, because soaking wet hair, it takes forever to dry and it's kind of hard to work with. My hair is already sectioned. I keep my hair in sections so that it doesn't tangle up, and also it helps with the stretching process. Enough yapping, let's get into the blow drying process. So I'm gonna start off with my Cécred Thermal Shield Mist. I love this heat protectant because I feel like you can go pretty heavy with it, because I feel like it's basically water-based. It doesn't matter how much I put in my hair, it just does not weigh it down. And then I'm gonna go in back with the Amika, the Wizard Detangling Primer, but I'm gonna spray it in my hand this time because I like to have more control over the products when I'm doing styles like this, so that, you know, I don't weigh my hair down or anything like that, and put it through my hair just to help detangle it a bit. Then I'm gonna go in again with my Amika Hydro Rush. Again, same thing. I'm just gonna put 2 sprays. Well, I'm gonna use 3. And I'm gonna go through and put that in my hair. For the last product, I'm gonna use my Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum, just as my serum to seal everything in. It also has heat protection up to 450 degrees. My Cécred, which has, it's literally a heat protectant up to 450 degrees, and then this also protects my hair up to 450 degrees. So very protected here. I'm a little bit more heavy-handed with my products when I'm not doing a silk press. I'm only gonna blow dry my hair and then I think I'm gonna curl it. So I'm ready to start blow drying my hair now, and of course, if you've seen any of my videos before, you know I love this blow dryer. This is my Shark Silky Pro. It's a blow dryer, but it also is a straightener. Like you can turn off the blow dryer setting and also get your hair pretty much blown straight with this. But I love to use this comb attachment. It blow dries my hair so well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna put it on the wet to dry mode on the medium fan speed and also medium heat. Okay, so now I have one section done. This is how it's looking. That probably took me like 5 minutes. I actually almost forgot, before I finish and blow dry this front section, I've been using the Cécred edge drops. I'm gonna put my before and after pics probably right here. I took an update picture this morning because it officially made 2 months since I've started using it on my edges. I usually put it all over my hair as well on wash days, but because I already blow dried one section of my hair, I'm just gonna keep it to my edges this time around. But I'm still on my first bottle, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy another one because I feel like I've seen a difference. I'm gonna put the picture up and you guys let me know if you guys see a difference. Okay, so I went ahead and finished blow drying my hair. This is how it looks. I'm gonna put it in 2 plaits to go to sleep, and that's literally it for my wash day routine. So I'll be back tomorrow. It's the following day now, so I decided I wanted to do like a fluffy textured blowout look, and I'm going to use my Sharp Glam to do it. But before I do that, I'm going to straighten the roots of my hair at the top only though. I don't know, I feel like it'll let everything blend more seamlessly so that everything just flows better, but we're still going to have a lot of texture because I'm not going to do it on a high temperature. I'm not really sure what this flat iron is set to, and that's my only issue with this flat iron, is I never know what temperature exactly it's set to. I believe I have it on around like 330, so I'm just gonna straighten the front parts of my hair really quickly, and then we're gonna move on to the blowout part, which is where all the fun is. Okay, so I went ahead and finished straightening my roots. It's already kind of eating low key. This is already super cute. I love the way how this looks, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn it up a notch and put some curls in it using my Shark Glam. I'm gonna use it on the highest fan speed, and also, actually no, the second highest fan speed and the highest heat. And I want to show you guys how I do it really quickly. It is loud, so I'm gonna montage the rest of it so that you can just see how I do it. I want to go ahead and start on this section of my hair because I already have the attachment on that goes, oh my gosh, my light praying on my downfall. I already have this curling piece on which goes in this direction. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Fenty Flashy one. They actually just came out with this oil, I think like a month or 2 ago, and it's a 9-in-1 treatment oil. I'm gonna start with maybe like 3 drops on this side of my hair, and I'm gonna mainly try to concentrate it on like the mid-lengths of my hair to the ends of my hair, especially because they're so dry. But I'll put the benefits up of the oil on the screen. It's a treatment oil and my hair always feels so soft after I use it. It also helps with repairing damage. It's gonna protect against humidity, which we'll be able to put to the test, because when I blow dry my hair it always puffs up really badly. So I'm gonna try to put a good bit of oil on my hair, but not trying to weigh it down or anything. Take probably like an inch section. This is actually too big, so I'll make it just a tad bit smaller. These are around the size that I make my sections, because if it's too big, it's going to be kind of difficult for the air curler to pick up. I like to use the air curler because one, they're less damaging than traditional curling irons, and then two, I also don't know how to use a traditional curling iron. So, and I'm going to put it on either medium or high fan speed. Will determine on based on how good it's going to look. So I have one half of my hair already curled and pinned up, so I'm going to take a little bit of the Cécred hairspray and I'm going to go ahead and spray this side of my hair, and then I'm going to move on and finish the rest. Okay guys, so I'm finally finished blowing out my hair. I pinned all of it up. I probably didn't need to, because honestly when I was taking the curls down, they were still bouncing, so I could have probably just left them and didn't pin it up, but I wanted to see how it looked if I did pin it up, so I went ahead and did that. But I'm going to take it down and I'm going to show you guys how it looks. I think I'm going to let it sit for around an hour or an hour and a half, and then I'll be back with the results. Hopefully it turned out good, because this took me a lot longer than I expected, because this is actually the first time I've ever done this hairstyle on like blow dried hair. So hopefully it turns out good. Fingers crossed, and I'll be right back to show you guys the results. We're about to do the grand reveal. Oh my gosh. Okay. This looks promising. This one looks good. So I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, yeah. This is eating for sure. Okay, so this is how the first side looks, so I'm gonna finish the other side. Okay, so this is how it's looking. It actually looks really good. I'm pleased with how it looks. They're really nice. It really does give like that effortless blowout type of look. I'm about to put some oil in my hair and then put on some edge control so we can get like a good gist of how it's really gonna come together. We're gonna top it off with some hairspray, and then I'm gonna actually wrap this back up tonight, but I'm gonna use my headband curler to wrap it up. For edge control, I'm gonna use my edge booster edge control that I always use, and my Cécred edge control. So I'm gonna take out a little bit, and I'm just gonna put a little, like the slightest bit on my hairline, just a tiny amount, nothing too crazy. This actually looks a little bit too performative, so I'm gonna brush that back a little bit and make a more subtle edge like so, and I'm gonna leave the other side because no one's gonna see it. I'm gonna top it off with a little bit of this oil, but I'm gonna put some hairspray in first. All right, so I'm gonna use just a little bit of the Fenty oil, and I'm gonna put that mainly like up here in these areas, because those are probably the areas that'll try to frizz first. And then I'm gonna finish it off with a little bit more hairspray. And that'll be it. That's the final look, and then I'm gonna wrap it up tonight. Hopefully it doesn't ruin the curls, because I think when I put the overnight curler in, it's gonna give me more of a tight curl, but that's fine. It is what it is, as long as I have some type of curl tomorrow morning. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely share with somebody who you think might benefit from this video as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.